No, they would also take over our election system. They pretty much said they want to do that. Val Demings says she also wants the federal government to potentially take over our property insurance, which is, you can just imagine. Maybe that's what the 87,000 IRS agents will do, is run the insurance company.
And Marco Rubio, here he is, then the show, 3 years ago, basically 4 years ago now, warning what would happen if the Democrats take over.
No, they would also take over our election system. They pretty much said they want to do that. Val Demings says she also wants the federal government to potentially take over our property insurance, which is, you can just imagine. Maybe that's what the 87,000 IRS agents will do, is run the insurance company. But I mean, the list goes on of the parade of horribles of things they would do. Look, if they were in power, I'm convinced of this now. If they had a filibuster, no filibuster, whatever, and they had been in charge during the COVID, they would have locked down the country. They would have done to the country what they did to New York, what they did to California, what they did to Illinois. That's what they would have done. In fact, Val Demings has said as much, and I think both Demings and Christ are on record as late as I think last summer asking for another shutdown in this state. They would have spent $4-something trillion. They tried to, and even in their infrastructure bill, they brag about only a quarter of that money went to infrastructure. The rest of it went to take on very serious problems like, you know, racist roads and discriminatory trees and whatever else they can think of. And so, look, I'm sorry. I hate to say this about my fellow Americans. These people are out of their minds, and they cannot be allowed to be near power.
Marco, if you're watching today, I have a good title for your next book, Racist Roads and Discriminatory Trees by Marco Rubio. I mean, it kind of works. Of course, he's right. Like, there's just no reason to think he's right. Where? Show me an instance anywhere. Anywhere outside of the occasional videos I show you of Maher and Fetterman. Show me anything out of a Democrat that makes sense. Show me anything out of a Democrat that's willing to negotiate. When they have freaking Donald Trump who would negotiate anything at any time, and they won't. They have made their decision. They are not Democrats anymore. They are socialists and communists and Marxists and jihadists. You can call it the Democrat Party, but yes, go right under that veneer, and what's inside of that thing is much, much more dangerous. They have made that clear. So Donald Trump, you've got the polling, you've got the American people. Most people want to live in safe states. Most people want Americans to be Americans. Most people understand that if you're going to do hard things, it's going to be a little messy. Don't lose your nerve, man.